Today on Disney Magazine, it's the world premiere of Disneyland's new railroad. Plus, Justin Scard takes you on a tour of some of the new things in Fantasyland. Next.
Hello, I'm Walt Disney.
Thanks to some old-fashioned magic we call imagination, right now, we're leaving the world of today behind. So if your imagination is ready, here we go.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, welcome to Disney Magazine. Today is a special episode because we're taking you on the world premiere right to Disneyland for the return of the Disney Railroad. Yes, the Disney Railroad is back in operation again after being away for some time with some new scenery, and we're going to take you there for the world premiere. But first, I have a special exclusive also. My special correspondent, Justin Scard, is going to take us on a special tour of some of the new things going on in Fantasyland, including the Christmas shop and the Red Rose Tavern. Take a look.
Boy, look at that. Looks so peaceful. So serene.
I'll give you 3 guesses where we are today. That's right.
We're back at Disneyland.
Now, after 3 days of D23 and then the big 62nd anniversary of Disneyland,
I completely lost my voice. I had to just sit in the house for an entire day without the ability to communicate.
it's still sort of barely there, so I'm just trying to be calm today. That's my goal today. Be calm.
Be one with the flowers, one with the wind.
It's high summer and about 1 billion degrees at Disneyland.
But boy howdy, is it beautiful out here today.
Uh-oh, it's Gaston. You're gonna make us all look bad, Gaston. Hide somewhere.
It's now officially been 2 solid years since the diamond anniversary of Disneyland, but look at that. There's still diamondness all over the roofs of the castle.
I don't mind. I actually think it looks really good. I just wish it still did that little nighttime sparkly thing it did for a while.
It's crazy to me to think just how much has actually changed in that short of a time period.
One thing's for sure, Walt's Little Park has gotten a lot busier.
And a lot trendier too. I can remember a time where Disneyland was considered to be only for little kids.
If grown-ups or us big kids liked Disneyland,
We were considered nerds or dorks.
now it's everyone, man. Now it's all the cool kids.
It's a hip and happening place to be.
Well, would you look at
The
that?
Castle Heraldry Shop is now the Castle Holiday Shop.
All those daily Disney people were saying it was going to be a Peter Pan Fast Pass area.
Which, who knows, might one day actually come true. They definitely need it. But for now, it's the Holiday Shop.
That's cool. This is my first look inside the new store.
Ooh la la. Wow. It definitely looks different in here.
So many fewer swords.
Still a few crowns and dragons, though.
And the old creepy candles.
Still plenty of the old theming hiding around in plain sight. But look at this. Amongst all the Christmas decorations are some teapots.
Jumbo teapot. Dormouse teapot.
And best of all, Maleficent dragon teapot, complete with teacup. They also have all these little dishes up here that I'm assuming are like sugar bowls, maybe? Look at this one. That one looks pure evil. 1 lump or 2? Oh, not of sugar, of poison. Look at this little Mr. Toad one. That makes me wonder if there's a Mr. Toad teapot. Because if there is,
I might have to start drinking tea. Makes a lot of sense to have a Christmas shop here with ornament decorating and everything.
after all, Walt Disney World has a Christmas shop, Paris has a Christmas shop.
People just can't get enough of that holiday.
There's a lot of craziness going on at Disneyland lately. Today is the very day that Disney's new MaxPass Fast Pass thing is starting in the app.
Eventually, this is going to be a pay-to-play system.
Today I can see rides to choose, but I can't see where you actually pay. And it might be because they're just testing it today, so it might be free.
But then again, every time I click on it, it says the system is undergoing maintenance, so maybe they're still just working out the kinks.
I'm not too worried about it. What I am worried about is just staying nice and calm and relaxed. Look at it. It's a pretty crowded day at Disneyland today. All the lines are
pretty long, but I keep finding these little bubbles of open space and happiness.
Oh, look at that. How beautiful. Oh, look over there. There's a guy who's never happy. That's Grumpy, protecting the mind with his grumpy.
No one's getting past my Grumpy.
Today,
Maybe Grumpy's Rumpy's what's stopping the MaxPass from working.
I'll just say this for those familiar with Walt Disney World. It seems a lot like the FastPass Plus system they have over there. Oh well, I'm not too worried about it. Just like when they get new rides here, I always figure, well, it's gonna be around for a while. A lot of people really stress themselves out trying to be the first to show something or the first to experience something.
That's just not my style. To me, it's not about being first at
I
Disneyland.
don't like to stress out over things when there's the first crazy big hubbub.
I like to sit back and wait for the mob to calm itself.
Oh, Fantasyland is looking mighty fine today. There's a little more humidity than we normally get in Southern California today. People are feeling hot and toasty and kind of sweaty.
But happy. It's one of those good vibe days.
You ever go to a theme park or a concert or even like a school assembly and there's a big group of people that should be excited but somehow you just feel tension? That is still a thing. The Red Rose Tavern taking over the Village House.
Poor Pinocchio and Geppetto. First they took away Geppetto's toy shop over there.
And forced the poor old guy into retirement.
Now they've taken away poor Pinocchio's restaurant. Sure, he's a wooden boy, but his dreams were real.
That beast is one ruthless businessman.
A business beast.
The last time I came in here and tried to check out the Red Rose Tavern,
It was seriously packed. See what I'm saying about, I'm not in a rush to be first.
seeing it like this with many fewer people is much more enjoyable to me than waiting in a long line.
Whoa, some of these changes look very permanent.
I can't tell if the paintings on the wall are placed over the old ones or if those are
Directly on the wall.
one thing's for sure though.
They did do a good job redecorating.
Bell's side is awfully nice. Look, I can see the new Mrs. Potts up there and the new chip. Plus there's roses everywhere in the windows.
But I think I prefer the side that Gaston decorated.
And you can tell that he decorated it himself
Because he uses antlers.
in all of his decorating. Man, that is pretty wild. How about that, huh? If it's permanent, that's pretty impressive.
But if they're gonna put it back the way it was,
that's arguably even more impressive.
I definitely thought it was gonna look much more temporary than it does.
Mostly because of how temporary the sign looks on the outside.
They really did a number on that place.
No more Pinocchio pizza. No more Geppetto's toy shop.
But they do have that mystical cup.
Man, kind of cool that they found a place to put Beauty and the Beast stuff. Honestly, there should be a Beauty and the Beast dark ride. That would be awesome.
I just hope they don't get it into their heads to replace Pinocchio with Beauty and the Beast.
The problem is it's hard to get modern kids to watch Pinocchio, you know? That movie is old.
But when's the last time you actually watched Pinocchio?
Dude, it's a masterpiece. I mean, the storyline is good, the acting is good.
But the animation, that's all hand-drawn.
It's arguably one of the greatest animated achievements in film history.
Every scene in that movie is gorgeous.
Not to mention, there's a lot of fun in there. Honest John, Monstro.
Pleasure Island.
All right, now I'm getting all hot and bothered. I think I need to ride Pinocchio. Oh, here we go. Ah, Pinocchio. Ah, here we go. Stromboli.
I'm Sicilian, maybe we're related.
We're making lots of money.
Then again, maybe not.
Ah, Pleasure Island. Whoa, it's like Six Flags. Whoa, good one. Hey there, old beady eyes.
Why is that guy so grumpy?
Oh, I could use some cigars and a good fight.
Hey, maybe some pool.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Make a jackass out of yourself.
Did he say what I just think he said?
oh, the Mona Lisa. Mama! You're gonna send us to the salt bar?
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Stay calm.
Ah, nice tranquil ocean. Everything's fine. Ah, Pinocchio!
Almost there.
Oh, thank goodness. Wait, almost where, Jiminy? Jiminy, where? Oh, to the old toy shop. Ah, I love this place. Gonna pick me up some vintage Star Wars. Whoa, did you see that lady? She disappeared. Ah, look at Figaro down there.
And good old Jiminy with his conscience. This reminds me, I need a new clock. Well, dang, that was fun.
Yes, I'm sad, but the old Disneyland Skyway buckets and their Swiss chalet are now gone.
And yes,
part of me wishes I could visit the old Big Thunder Ranch just one more time.
now we're gonna have all kinds of new stuff to make memories with.
New things to get nostalgic about.
Whole new galaxies to explore.
And let's not forget what Disneyland is all about, right?
Having an experience, using your imagination.
And maybe, just maybe, even having a little bit of fun. But no claim jumping.
I was waiting for the Big Thunder to roll on by, but then I noticed the waterfall was off, which means it's broken.
The train ain't a-coming. Don't know how I'm gonna get to Yuma now.
Yes, thank you, Justin, for that special exclusive tour. And of course, I'm going to be there in October, so I'm going to bring you all the excitement of what's going on there for Mickey's Halloween party in October. So I hope to see you all there. The tickets are now on sale, so I hope you guys all have your tickets. And now, the world premiere. We're taking you out to Disneyland for the world premiere of The Return of the Disney Railroad. But first, we're going to take a look at some special report of where it all started. Take a look.
Walt Disney and his friends were into live steam railroading. Now, Walt Disney's pride and joy was this little engine, which he called the Lily Bell. This is actually a reproduction on display in the train station on Main Street. Walt had a backyard railroad at his house on Carrollwood Drive in Holmby Hills, which he called the Carrollwood Pacific. Now, while there were many co-conspirators on the creation of Disneyland, the principal instigators were Walt Disney and his friend and animator, Ward Kimball. Disneyland was created as an excuse for building the railroad that rings Disneyland, and also the Rivers of America, which houses the Mark Twain Riverboat ride. Later on, Walt decided that he really wanted to have a steamboat as well as a railroad. While the railroad is rather short, it's still a fantastic feat. Now, it does require a rather massive facility to care for all of these trains and locomotives, and there it is, right there. The engine shops house all 5 locomotives, as well as all of the passenger cars, which can be kept indoors. When the park first opened, it only had 2 locomotives, which had been scratch-built specifically for Disneyland. Now, they were built to look like standard gauge engines in a 5/8 scale so that they ran on a 3-foot gauge track. This is the number 2, the E.P. Ripley. Now, this was Disney's favorite locomotive, and he would often kind of commandeer the locomotive and drive it around the park with passengers riding behind it who didn't even know that it was Walt Disney pulling the train. The locomotive shops are in the back area, the service areas of Disneyland, which are very much off limits to the public, and security is maintained at a very high level here.
Alright, now it's time for our world exclusive, the Return of Disney Railroad at the Disneyland Resort, and we have you here for the special world premiere. Take a look.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside and please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo de Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square. To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, rest outpost of these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the trip. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman sharing his story with those in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute. To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no toque fotografías con flash.
We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Yes, that's all for this issue of Disney Magazine. I want to thank you all for joining us. Until next time, we'll see you then. Good night, America.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland has now ended its normal operating day. We hope you've enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon. While the rest of the park closes, Main Street will remain open for an additional hour for your shopping convenience. Thank you.